welcome. You're watching The Buzz with me, your host, Queen Banda. In today's Buzz, a musical that could just mean the awakening of a long-retired club at Wareham Middle School. In April, the Wareham Middle School Drama Club made an impactful comeback. The long-retired club impressed the audience with the musical Annie, which was said to be the largest production done in years. Please join me as we go behind the scenes to meet some of the cast and the people responsible for the night that the town cannot stop raving about.
This is my first year in the middle school, so I was trying to find a way. Yes, this is
And you took upon drama club, really? I mean, that was either an audition went really well or something.
That's what I said. I'll either stay or they'll be sending me back to elementary.
How does it feel for people to come to you and say this play was terrific?
I was very happy for the kids, because ultimately it was all about the kids.
Yes, yeah.
And that was my goal. As long as the kids were happy, if they did a great job, I had hoped that they would do a great job.
Yeah.
I knew they would, though, but as long as they were happy and they had fun and they want to come back next year, is ultimately what the goal was.
Yeah. Now, why Annie?
What we did in September, we had an interest meeting.
Okay.
And anyone who wanted to come, any of the students from grades 5 through 8 were welcome to come, just kind of get some interest.
Yeah.
And we did throw it out there, what are some plays they might be interested in. They all leaned towards a musical. So then we started looking at what might be some possible options, and Annie really stuck out for a lot of the kids.
Okay.
And I think both myself and Mrs. Wixton kind of pushed that along, because we both loved Annie as well, and we were very familiar with it. So knowing that we were very familiar with it and the kids just seemed to go for it, and it was something at this age level that the kids could really connect to as well.
I was so excited the kids wanted to do this production, because there's so many roles.
Yes.
You know, sometimes you have a play and it really only has 2 or 3 featured roles, but this play gave so many children a chance to shine. There were great orphan characters, Miss Hannigan and Brewster and Lily, and Oliver Warbuck. So it was so awesome that so many children, boys and girls, had the opportunity to be featured in one grand production.
Now, what about what about Annie's performance? I mean, the girl who played Annie that struck you and said, "This, you're the right fit for this
Yes,
role."
from our first rehearsal, she was not shy at all. She just got right up. She started singing the songs.
Yes.
And even, we would give them just a script just to read off of or something. She just automatically grasped right onto it, and she was a natural from the first time.
First of all, did your daughter want to be in Annie, or was it like, oh, honey, there's a good musical going on, please go and rehearse?
No, she wanted to be a part of the drama club.
Okay.
She and some of her friends and classmates were so excited that for the very first time there was something like this available for them. Those that enjoy acting and music. And once we got on board with this, it was amazing to see how many children are so very talented here in Wareham. And it was so nice to have a vehicle for them to hone their talent. We have dancers and actresses and actors and singers, and they were all able to show their talents in different ways in the production. So Abby has that as a background, so I was so excited for her and her friends that they had something like this to do here in their school community.
Now, you did mention to me that she actually did not try out for the Annie role. She tried out for a different role.
No, she did. She tried out for Lily.
Yes.
Her good friend Gabby Theodore played the part of Lily. And she also tried out for an orphan.
Yes.
And she was very excited when she received the role of Annie. Yes.
How did that feel like?
Kim Bergamini, the advisor, asked me if I would come aboard and help once the children chose a musical.
Yes.
She had the ELA, English and theater background, and I have a background in music and theater. So we co-directed.
Okay.
I waited until after she casted the show because I know so many of the children, and I wanted her to be responsible.
Okay, so I had stage crew that I was kind of in charge of, and we had to figure out how to run the lights, because we had no idea how anything worked or what worked, what didn't work, because some things they obviously were not functioning properly. So we had to kind of just figure it out on our own, and once we got that figured out,
Yes.
things went smoother, and as rehearsals went on,
Yeah.
we were able to add a little bit more here, a little bit more there. But mostly I was in charge of the girls that were doing the lighting
Yes.
and the curtains. We had two
Yes.
different curtain cues that had to open and close, the
Okay.
back curtain and the front curtain.
Yes.
There was costume changes
Yeah.
over there. There were different sets that had to be brought on and moved off the
Yes.
stage. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of cues that you have to get, or
Yeah.
you can mess stuff up.
So you learned all this.
Yeah, next year will be much easier. Like,
you're not gonna try a different role next year?
No, it'll be so much easier next year.
Now your daughter was involved in a play as well. Now
Yes.
tell me how proud you were.
Oh, I was so proud of her because she was so nervous to
Yeah.
audition, and she actually was one of the last ones to go up because she was like, I want to, but I don't want to. And
Yes.
she went back and forth, and then she went up and she was great, and she had so much fun. So I was so happy that she did
Yeah.
audition and got a part.
What were some of the challenges that you faced apart from not knowing exactly what backstage-
Mostly not knowing what I was doing was
who,
the challenge.
who was in charge of assigning the roles?
Well, it just I painted some scenery, did that, so I was like, I will do that.
Yes.
I'm good with that. I'm good with, like, I can sew, I can do all that stuff. I made some costumes and everything.
Oh.
So that's how I kind of ended up there. But luckily the kids that were the stage crew were awesome. They were great. I can't say enough good things about them.
Yeah.
And they were funny because they'd be back there and they knew every song. They were singing, like, dancing over there. They knew all the choreography.
Yeah.
So if someone is sick, one of these guys can fit in.
Yes.
Yeah, they were fun. They were a great group, so it was really fun.
Now, what was the most challenging thing, apart from no budget whatsoever to start with the play? I mean, how do you even begin?
We went to the PTA.
Yes.
And we asked for funds to purchase a licensing packet
Yes.
so that we could perform Annie, and that came with the scripts and all of that information. And then we just started brainstorming some ideas for fundraising. We started out by selling lanyards.
Yes.
From there, the Deaconess Elementary School has a holiday fair every year.
Yeah.
So we put up a table there trying to get donations. We raffled off some candy, a candy
Yes.
jar, and some tickets as well. And then we just started doing for our program some booster lines and some advertisements. And
once we got on board with this, it was amazing to see how many children are so very talented here
Yeah.
in Wareham. And
Yes.
it was so nice to have a vehicle for them to hone their talent.
Yes.
We have dancers and actresses and actors
Yes.
and singers, and they were all able to show their talents in different ways in the production. So Abby has that as a background, so I was so excited for her and
Yeah.
her friends that they had something like this to do here in their school community.
Now, your daughter seems to have a very loving mother.
Aw.
Now, how did she try to invest herself in the role as an orphan? I mean, how did you help in that?
Well, we tried very hard for character development for all of them.
Yes, yeah.
We had to, Miss Hannigan had to, the student who played Miss Hannigan,
Yes.
Solana Priestley, had to learn how to play the role of an older, sadder woman who had nothing in her life, and this was all she had for a job was to take care of orphans, and she didn't like kids.
Yes,
you know?
yeah.
So we really had to do a lot of character development for all of them. My daughter loved taking on this role of
Yes.
being this Spitfire orphan.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun watching them all develop their characters.
Okay.
One of my favorite characters was Drake.
Okay.
He was the head butler.
Yes.
And the boy, Michael Thompson, who played that character, he played it so well. And one day he walked out on stage and he had a British accent, and he was going to be a British actor for us. And he just came in and he said, well, most butlers are British, so I'm going to be
I'm gonna be British.
And he did. So they had so much fun exploring their
Yeah.
characters. And it was so exciting to watch them from the beginning stages to the end.
Yes.
And even the day of the performance, watching them even take on their roles even more so with the excitement and the adrenaline of having an audience in
Yes.
a room filled with people watching you makes you just raise your bar even more so.
Yes.
So it was exciting to watch them in the final stages.
And you mentioned that you guys did not rehearse as much.
No, we rehearsed every Tuesday for 1 hour from 2 to 3. And then every other Friday, we would have small scene work. Like we do have just the orphans and work on just their particular choreography, or just Rooster and Lily and Miss Hannigan come and work on just their part. But every Tuesday, the entire cast was here.
And how did you manage the entire cast within an hour?
I know, it was a lot of work, but you know what? They were such great kids, and the best part about it was they were 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders.
Yeah.
And they all became friends. They all became a family. They all cheered each other on. They supported each other. They all sat right here in the front rows and watched every scene, so they were always aware of what everybody else was doing.
Yes.
So they were easy to manage because they had such great behavior.
Okay, so my name's Jenna Maloney, and I played the character of Grace, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
And it was kind of weird because I'm not usually a very poised and proper person.
Yeah.
And so it was really fun to just kind of really dip into the character and who she was. And
Now, was this the same character that you went to audition for, or it was just given to you?
it was the character I wanted.
Oh, terrific.
My name is Solana Priestley, and I played Miss Hannigan.
And was this the character that you auditioned?
No, I think I auditioned for Annie, Pepper, and Grace.
Yes. Now, were you happy with the character that you were assigned?
Well, at first I thought it was a little different because I guess I'm a nice person, so it was just a little different. To
Yeah.
play a character like that, but it was fun.
Well, I can see you wearing all roses and flowers and stuff. I mean, you seem like you're a bubbly person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We assured her that like one of the nicest kids in the cast was playing Mrs. Hannigan, and she cried when we were doing some of the scenes, and then she would like get up on stage and she would be all mean. It was really funny.
It was really funny to just see that quick change. Like once she was like backstage, like good luck, you guys are gonna do great, and the next she was stomping around the stage, yelling.
I'm Michaela Semio, and I played Duffy the orphan, and it was pretty cool to play because there was a bunch of other orphans. There were like 12 of them, I think. So it was fun to like hang around with them and get yelled at by Solana. And orphans are one of the most well-known characters of Annie, and like Hard Knock Life was one of the most common songs that everybody knew and they were waiting for.
I'm Gabrielle Fedor, and I got the lead of Lily.
Did you like it?
Yes, it was a lot of fun, but it was kind of hard to get the wig on my head.
What was it? Because it was too small?
No, well, yes, and because my hair was really thick.
My name is Cassidy Bridge, and I played the part as Molly and the dog.
Wow. Now, so I take it that those two characters were not on at the same time,
No, definitely
which
not.
is good.
Yeah.
Now, did you get to shock people? They're like, oh, we didn't see that coming. She's also a dog.
One point, I came out as the dog with Annie, and I stuck my tongue out, and the entire crowd just started laughing. They went wild.
Yeah.
One of those moments where they go, and the crowd goes wild.
She went like crazy.
It was. They went nuts.
It was just hilarious.
They were
for everyone.
In the middle of Tomorrow, like I'm just singing away, and all I hear is like they just burst out laughing. I'm like, did I miss a note? And it's her, and she's like. Hello, my name is Abby Wixton, and I played Annie.
And now Annie, from what I had a lovely interview with your mother, and she told me that you did not audition for Annie.
No, I didn't. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to do drama club or not, or what I was going to think of it. So I decided that I just wanted to go for Lily, which is the part that Gabby had, which is a little bit smaller, but there was singing, and there was acting, and that was exactly what my goals were. So I sang the song that Lily sings at auditions, and they decided that they wanted me to be Annie instead.
Nice. So did you have fun?
Yeah, I'm really glad I went with it because I love to sing.
Yeah.
And I got to sing, and I got to be really loud, which obviously is in my list of talents.
Yes.
It's in all of our
And did you have a hard time putting on the wig?
No, actually, I put on my wig like that, and I would just laugh when Gabby would put on her wig.
No, because all I had to do was open the
It was
wig
like
for
putting
her.
on a hat. It was
Oh.
like, as long as I had somebody there to just kind of like help me to shove my hair in.
Yeah.
It was like putting on a hat.
Oh, okay.
And my mom had to help with
Yeah,
yours.
it was like
After
really
the
tough
fourth
because
grade
everyone was
show,
like
you
trying to get it
wanted
on.
to
It kept
keep
on
on
falling
moving.
off, so they were like, "No, what? We're just gonna save it till later."
Hi, I'm Robert Maloney, and I play Rooster. Rooster was kind of interesting, but the best part was probably the fedora. I actually had two mustaches. One was like this like very weird one. It was the original Rooster thing, and the second one was like one that was put on like a couple of seconds because it was like right at the show because I watched my other one on.
Now, okay, so did you audition for this role?
Kind of. I really wasn't looking for a specific role.
Yeah.
I was just looking for a role in drama.
Yeah.
And I originally auditioned for Drake.
Yeah.
And then I decided to go for the Rooster part too.
And you seemed like you enjoyed it. You had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's nice. Now, okay, let's talk business. So let's talk about the actual play itself. How was it like to come out here and see these seats all filled with people?
The fourth grade show was probably extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Because it kind of broke us out of our shell. There, between grades K through 8, I think fourth grade is the smallest class. So at least we were comfortable in front of an audience. It kind of got rid of the nerves I threw up the night before the play, and I hear a few others did too. And so we were all really nervous, and that was super helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first scene, we were all in the orphanage, and I could see out the curtain kind of, so I could see all the faces, and it was terrifying for the fourth graders, but also it was kind of easy because I didn't know any of them, so then I wouldn't have to, if I messed up, I wouldn't have to talk to them.
Hear it from Granny, you messed up.
Yeah, so it was definitely helpful for
Yeah.
fourth graders because then I kind of just gained my confidence
Yeah.
to perform in front of people that I knew.
Yes.
But it was pretty scary because I could see right through the curtain. There was this little crack in the curtain, and I could just see everyone talking, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, I don't want to go out there, but you had to come out here.
And every time I looked out into the audience, I could see the people that I knew. I
Yeah.
could just find them, and then I would stare at them to make sure that they weren't laughing. Or something. I don't know.
A lot of people were staring out into the crowd.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just froze and started looking at random people.
Oh.
And then I stared at the back of the wall, so it just in case I saw my family, because I know they'd be looking at me and staring. And
okay.
I'm not that kind of person. I don't really like people staring at me that much.
So it was nerve-wracking for me because, as Cassidy said, we were in the first scene. So we could see the crack in the curtains because they're broken. And me and Cassidy had beds next to each other.
Yeah.
So right before the show, the overture and stuff, we would just look at each other and silently laugh. And then right before we'd go on, all the orphans would say good luck to each other, and we all and then right as the music started, we'd all run to our beds.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really expect to see the crowd because I thought the lights would be so bright.
Oh.
So when I went out there, I'm like, whoa,
Woo!
there are actually people I can see. But I mean, I kind of got over it because the cast, it's kind of like you know them. They're your drama club family. So I kind of felt a little more comfortable.
All right.
We're all a family.
We are family.
So I guess to add on to what Solana was saying, in those 6 months of practice, we all just kind of became friends, and we were just all drama club family. In the hall, we still speak to each other.
Yeah.
And we still say hi. And it was just whenever one of us was nervous, we just all huddle up around that person, and we just do this big group hug, and we just say, good luck, you'll do great.
Yeah.
It was for the play, I was pretty nervous because the worst thing that can happen is when somebody messes up.
Yeah.
You have no idea what to do next.
And did anybody mess up that you did not know what to do next? Proudly.
I had to sing it over, the same thing over again, because in rehearsals, there's 2 parts, and I mixed up the other one.
Yeah.
That one, so really
So it was pretty nerve-wracking and stuff, but
Yeah.
you can get over it pretty fast.
Since you impressed everybody so well, does it mean that drama club is here to stay?
I certainly hope so.
Okay.
I do know that we have a new principal coming in,
right.
but I would like to speak to him as soon as he comes on board. And hopefully, with all the feedback that, has been going on with Annie, he'll hear all these great things and he'll want to continue that. I know that our superintendent was at our morning performance and she's heard about that, so she is very supportive as well.
Yes.
So I'm just hoping that it continues with our new administration.
Thank you so much for watching The Buzz with me, your host, Queen Banda. Until then, stay safe.